Can y'all hear me out there, Falcons Nation? What up? It's your boy, Jazzy Jeff. Real talk, no gimmicks, bringing that real Falcons talk to real Falcons fans. And I'm sorry for running late, technical difficulties. We're going to kind of do this off the cuff because I left some of my notes at my job. And plus, we just got the news from Quadri Olsen, Quad Squad being cut from the team, and we signed Wayne Gallman, so we're going to get into that a little more as well. So I apologize. But we in here, and we going to break down the Atlanta Falcons 53-man roster. Before I do, please hit subscribe and stay tuned for future content. I'm just about to buy my new desk, so we're going to get into that, and I'm going to be making more videos along the way. So let's start off with the notable cuts on this 53-man roster. One of them is going to be Caleb Huntley. I thought he did pretty well during the preseason, but seeing as we had so many backs, he probably wasn't going to make the 53, which is an okay move because he ended up being on the practice squad, which I'm okay with. He deserves to be on the practice squad. The second is going to be Jawan Green, who I thought did a decent job in preseason. Actually, he had some games better than Frank Darby, and he ended up on the practice squad as well. So that's also good news. Dante Foreman, we already knew, running back. Too many running backs, same thing. Chris Williamson got burnt in preseason. I mean, absolutely burnt. I think he gave up like 3 touchdowns in preseason. So we already knew he wasn't going to make the team. And then we got your man, Kobe Jones. Kobe Jones had that horrific fumble, Leon Lett style, and blew the game. First of all, he gets the interception, then he fumbles, then we get a penalty, and that was just a comedy of errors. So Arthur Smith was not going to accept that, and he got cut, and it was so bad he wasn't even invited to the practice squad. So Kobe Jones, you messed up, and I'm sorry. I'm going to take a sip of water and let people come in the stream and see what's cracking. Let's get into the ones who did make it, though. Number one being Frank Darby. Frank Darby, I might be the only content creator, Atlanta Falcons content creator out there who bought a Frank Darby jersey before I even knew he was going to make the team. Matter of fact, I bought it before preseason even started. That's how you know I'm a big Frank Darby fan. I think he did great. 4 or 5, 40 yards combined, 3 first downs, averaged 10 yards a catch. You compare that to Tajay Sharp, who is this anointed son. Tajay Sharp has he goes for 2 catches out of 5, drops 3, and only has 27 yards. But because he came from Tennessee, Arthur Smith already has Tajay Sharp anointed as a wide receiver that deserves to be on this team. But what I like about Arthur Smith and why I titled this video Initial 53-Man Roster is because Arthur Smith said this is a fluid 53-man roster, meaning it's not set in stone. If you see other teams, they don't ever use the word initial. So Arthur Smith said himself, between now and the Eagles game, they're going to use that as more evaluation to see who's going to stay on the team. So a guy like Tajay Sharp, he might be an anointed son, but he's not guaranteed to stay on the team if someone like a Frank Darby passes him up or if he continues to play bad. Like I said, he had 3 drops. He was targeted 5 times, dropped 3, caught 2, and he only had 27 yards. He barely did anything with the football. The other guy is Christian Blake. Christian Blake also played awful. He had 2 catches, 2 drops. He dropped a critical end zone drop in the end zone. So guys like those, just because they made the 53 doesn't mean a guy like a Frank Darby can't pass him up. So that's what I like about Arthur Smith. Arthur Smith doesn't just give guys the keys to everything. You have to earn everything on this team. So that's why I like. And in my personal opinion, no one except Matt Ryan, Deion Jones, Grady Jarrett, Calvin Ridley, and maybe AJ Terrell should be locks on this team. Everyone else should be fighting for their spot. I've never seen a Falcons roster where there was so many question marks on every single level, every position. You can find question marks on this 53-man roster. So the fact that Arthur Smith says it's a fluid situation, I like that because no guy should earn it. The second spot I want to go to is running backs. Holy fuck. I thought I was ready to do this live, and then I find out my man Quad Squad, Quadre Olson, gets cut. And then we sign Wayne Gallman. Now, don't get me wrong. Wayne Gallman is not garbage, but Wayne Gallman is also another career backup. Wayne Gallman had one good season. That was last year. He had, as a backup still, 600 yards and 6 touchdowns. And that's playing on the 49ers, who have a ton of running backs. But how much of that was Wayne Gallman and how much of that was playing with Kyle Shanahan and his offense, where no matter who's in the game, Kyle Shanahan going to have good running backs on that team. So let's just take a second and look at our running back room, okay? It is nothing but journeymen and backups. Journeymen and backups. Mike Davis. I know a lot of y'all love Mike Davis because he's from Atlanta. I understand that. But if we talking football, this is real talk live. I'm going to keep it real. Mike Davis is a journeyman, veteran backup. That's what he is. That's who he's always been his entire career. It's not like 5 different teams made a mistake. So he is a backup for a reason. And the Atlanta Falcons are the only team that gives him a starting role to be a starting running back on the team. And this is one of the things that gets on my nerves about the Atlanta Falcons. We give guys so many chances, guys who've been on 4 or 5 different teams, and for some reason, we think we're going to turn them into gold. And I said this before. It's not so much the team. I understand where the team is at. We're in a bind. Todd Gurley got a bad knee. We ain't got no other options. I get it. But the fans, for some reason, think that every time we get a guy off the street or a free agent and he's been on 4, 5, 6 different teams, all of a sudden he's going to be a Pro Bowler on our system. And that's not how it goes. Let me remind you of guys like Laquan Treadwell. Remember that? People was telling me, oh, Jazzy Jeff, if he has Matt Ryan and he has a great system, he's going to be a great wide receiver. How many drops did Laquan Treadwell have? A guy like Cordell Patterson, we got him listed as a running back on our team. Cordell Patterson is an all-pro kick returner. Cordell Patterson is an all-pro special teams, but he ain't no all-pro or Pro Bowl running back. He is a gadget player. Cordell Patterson is like a Tavon Austin. So if you're expecting a whole bunch of catches, a whole bunch of running plays for him, I don't know what you're looking at. Cordell Patterson has been on multiple teams, and every time he's been on a team, he's a gadget player. Nothing more, nothing less. So you got to add Mike Davis to the list. You got to add Gallman to the list. And, of course, there's a couple guys from the Dan Quinn regime. So I'm not going to completely fault Arthur Smith for this. But and like I said, Tajay Sharp is another one. What the fuck has Tajay Sharp done in his entire career to garnish this I just make the 53-man roster? What has Tajay Sharp done besides play with Arthur Smith? What has he done? If Tajay Sharp was on any other team, I don't even think he makes the 53-man roster. If you just base him off what he did in the preseason, he would have been cut and he would have never made another team. Charles Harris is another one. Swiss Riz, thank you. That's another one. So I'm sorry. Every time we get a guy, don't make me mention guys like Steven Jackson and other guys. I don't want to dive too deep into the past, but every time we get a guy, it's like the fans think he going to turn into an amazing player. And you guys have to understand that they've been on multiple teams for a reason. If you told me, Jazzy Jeff, 1 team, 2 teams, okay, I got you. You're right. Maybe he had a raw deal. But if you're talking 4, 5, 6 teams, there is a reason for that. 4, 5, 6 teams don't mess up for a reason. So that's the part. Dante Foreman, he hasn't got a chance. They had a lot of running backs on the Texans, so I can't really fault him, but he's another guy. So, man, our running back room, Mike Davis, career backup, journeyman. Goldman, career backup. He's been on 2 teams. He's a little young, but he's a change of pace. But I can't stand small running backs. So that's another one. Cordell Patterson, a career gadget player, amazing special teams player. But as far as running back and wide receiver, he's Tavon Austin. That's who he is. He's another gadget player. And Quadri Olson was another backup, but we never saw him actually get a chance in the Dan Quinn regime. He was multiple healthy scratches and inactive. So I'm not mad at Wayne Gallman. I don't hate Wayne Gallman. I just hate that Quadri Olson once again does not get another chance to prove who he is. Offensive line, another shaky 53-man position. Y'all saw Jalen Mayfield. I got to take a sip of water and reminisce about how bad Jalen Mayfield got pushed around this fucking game. Listen, y'all, the Browns didn't have Clowney out there. They didn't have Myles Garrett out there. They didn't have any of them boys. And Jalen Mayfield was getting pushed around like a little girl. And then we got Josh Andrews. Bro, he wasn't good to begin with, but he breaks his hand. Now he's on IR. So now we got to move Mayfield to left guard, which is fine because, I don't want Jalen Mayfield nowhere near a tackle position because he is awful at tackle. And I'm not trying to make this a Jalen Mayfield session, but I told y'all this guy is a reach and a project. All the experts said he's a 6th-round project developmental talent. And we reaching for him in the 3rd or 4th round? Like, to me, like, that is a read. There are so many positions we could have grabbed. We could have got in that position a guy like Chuba Hubbard, who is now the current direct backup to Christian McCaffrey on the Panthers. That dude is solid. He would have helped this running back room. And there's a couple other guys I would have took, a couple other corners and other positions I would have took. So, man. And then let's go to the secondary. A.J. Terrell, love A.J. Terrell. And I'm still going to apologize for doubting him to begin with. That's my fault. But you got Sheffield already in the IR. You got in the secondary, you got old veterans out there. Eric Harris is an average journeyman veteran. He's nothing special. I had someone get mad at me and said, just watch, Jazzy Jeff. Just watch. Eric Harris is going to be great. Eric Harris is an average journeyman safety. Duron Harmon, he was decent for a long time, Super Bowl champion, but he's older now. He's long in the tooth. So don't expect supreme greatness out of this old backup secondary. Another one, Fabian Moreau, he's been average also his entire career. So that position is also very shaky. What do you got? And then let's just go to the rest of the 53-man roster before I get to questions. I want to get to the surprise, but first, let me shout out to everybody in the stream for watching. It's your boy Jazzy Jeff, real talk, no gimmicks. Bring that real Falcons talk to real Falcons fans. If you're new to my channel, please hit subscribe. I told y'all from the beginning, believe in Frank Darby. He gonna make this goddamn team. I bought his jersey before preseason even started. Your boy was gonna look like a clown if he didn't make the team, but he made the 53-man roster. Shout out to Frank Darby. Keep doing your thing. I'm gonna keep trying to follow him and see if he actually writes back. But if he doesn't, it's all good. Frank Darby, shout out to Frank Darby. But before y'all got in the stream, I noted notable cuts on this team. Caleb Huntley, I thought he did decent in preseason. He's on the practice squad. Jawan Green, I thought he did good at wide receiver. I actually thought he had better games than Frank Darby. I'm shocked. I thought he was going to get the 53 over Darby, but I'm glad to see he made the practice squad. Dante Foreman, he did okay in his role. Didn't get a lot of snaps. Made the practice squad. I'm happy about that. Chris Williamson was a head scratcher to me. This man got burnt several times. I think 2 of them went for touchdowns. I'm okay that he got cut, but I'm surprised he still made the practice squad. Your boy Kobe Jones, he pulls a Leon Lett and fumbles with the football, looking like a fucking idiot. He gets cut. He got cut so hard he didn't even make the practice squad. So that one was expected, but. Tell me do you guys have notable cuts or guys you are happy that made the 53 or surprised that made the 53? Let me know in the comments section. I'm going to take a break real quick. I know I've been talking real fast. It's how I do it. And no, it's just water today. It ain't vodka, boys. It ain't vodka. All right, who's in here? Archangel, good to see you, Bray. It's good to see you too, man. Hey, I just ordered my computer desk. It's coming soon. So I'm gonna be switching rooms pretty soon. I'm gonna put the Falcons flag in the background, and I'm gonna be at my desk. So this is just what we got for going on for us right now. So I appreciate you guys working with me. It's a little, makeshift live stream right here. Enjoy My World. Hey, appreciate if you join my stream. If you guys are new to Enjoy My World, she does lottery picks. She does Falcons football. She does everything. She's one of the best. If you want a female Falcons content creator, please subscribe to Enjoy My World. Lil Biscuit says, what do you think about releasing Quadre? I went over a little. I'm more sad for Quadre versus upset at Gallman. We do need a backup. We do need a change of pace back. I'm never happy with smaller running backs. You know me. I don't want to get into the history of the Jaquez Rogers of the world, Devontae Freeman's of the world, missing blocks in important Super Bowls. I'm just not a fan of smaller running backs. I'd rather have bigger running backs. That's one of the reasons why I wanted Quadre, but it is what it is. We moving on. Hey, who else is in here? YMOF Jamal. Damn, I can't pronounce your name. What's up, Jazzy Jeff? What it do, bro? Quadre released today, but might sign him to the practice squad. I would love to see him to the practice squad. He earns it, man. I don't want to see Quadre off this team. Ghost Peppers, what's good, Jazzy Jeff? Real talk, no gimmicks. Ghost Peppers, I'm always a fan of Ghost Peppers. He's one of the first people to ever believe in me, so he's always going to be a friend of mine. Archangel throwing up. A lot of people upset over this Quadre. It's going to be interesting. You're right. Swiss Riz, I also never got a chance. I agree. He never got a chance, man. Dan Quinn screwed him, and now he getting screwed again. Wild Smith, what's good, Jazzy Jeff? Good to see you, man. I appreciate it. Who else have been this stream? All right. I'm gonna get to the surprise people. Surprised like I wasn't surprised because I watched the preseason games and they did good. Surprised like I didn't know they was gonna be rising. One of them is Dorian Etheridge, inside linebacker. That man, first preseason game, Etheridge led our entire team in tackles. He had 13 total tackles, 7 solo tackles. The next game, he's second in total tackles on the team. This man is a tackling machine, and it's good to see him on the team make the 53. And I predict big things for him. I think he'd be like a Fourier where he comes out of nowhere and he produces and develops and keeps growing and becoming a better player each time. So Dorian Etheridge, shout out to you. My man TJ Green. Now, for TJ Green, cornerback, a lot of his stuff ain't going to show up on the stat sheet, but if you actually watch the game, TJ Green was out there locking people down. I'm talking man-to-man coverage with no safety help, and TJ Green was locking receivers down. And 2 of them were deflections in the end zone. So TJ Green made this 53 just off 2 games alone. That's how much he was balling. And he came out of nowhere. And we're going to need it because we can't act like our cornerback room is that deep. It really isn't. After AJ Terrell, I am afraid, y'all. I am afraid. We got Isaiah Oliver. We know he sucks on the outside. He's better in the inside, playing nickel slot position, but he still scares me. His recovery speed is not good. And I don't like the safeties in the back, to be honest with you. I think they average at best. We need all the defensive help we can get. I'm glad to see TJ Green make this 53, and hopefully he can continue the good work and grow that he's been doing because he was showing his ass off that final preseason game. And I thought that last game solidified that he was going to make this team. Jalen Hawkins, your boy Jalen Hawkins, another DB flying around all preseason, ball hawk, making plays. Jalen Hawkins kind of reminds me of KZ, but a better tackler. I thought he was actually wrapping up, whereas KZ uses his shoulder only and misses a lot of tackles. Jalen Hawkins was wrapping people up. He was pass deflecting, flying on plays, almost making interceptions. Jalen Hawkins, I'm glad to see him make the 53. Josh Rosen, obviously, we all know when Josh Rosen do that touchdown in the corner of the end zone off that 1 foot, we already knew he was going to make the team after that. Way better than Felipe Franks. I'm actually surprised Felipe Franks made this 53-man roster because on average, most NFL teams only keep 2 quarterbacks on 53-man rosters, and they keep the third one as a practice squad player. So Felipe Franks didn't show me anything to make this 53. And I would have been okay with taking him off, putting him on practice squad, and then taking that position and putting it in another place, maybe keeping a Quadri Olson or maybe keeping a different position. So Felipe Franks, I know everybody was excited from all his big highlight runs, but when it comes to throwing the football, this man is so routine, basic, elementary, struggles. I mean, he looks down at the rush. He holds the football too long. He takes too many sacks. He wants to run when the first read is not open. He doesn't go through his progressions at all. Felipe Franks is super raw, super developmental. I can't believe people were talking about this man could be an heir apparent to Matt Ryan. Same thing as Josh Rosen. I don't want to hear that Josh Rosen is 24 and with training and coaching, he can be the heir apparent to Matt Ryan. Just because he's 24 don't mean shit to me. Josh Rosen, this is like his fourth, fifth team as well. That's for a reason as well. I know you're going to say, oh, he got a raw deal, Jazzy Jeff on the Arizona Cardinals, and that's fine. Even if I gave that to you, Josh Rosen was on the Miami Dolphins. He was given the keys to be the franchise of the Dolphins. They gave up really good picks for him. I think one of them was even a first rounder, and Josh Rosen proceeded to lose to the likes of Ryan Fitzpatrick. So don't tell me Josh Rosen got a raw deal. He was given another opportunity on the Miami Dolphins, and he failed. And then he proceeded to get cut by multiple teams. So Josh Rosen is what he is, a backup, a solid backup. And I'm okay with that. And I just want Atlanta Falcons fans to be okay with that. Because for some reason, I'm going to reiterate this once again. For some reason, every time we get someone on this team, they have to be an all-star. They have to be great. They have to get playing time. They're going to turn to something great. No, backups are backups for a reason, and they're valuable. I'm not saying backups are trash. I'm saying you need backups on your team. They are valuable, but everyone cannot be a starter. Everyone cannot be a Pro Bowler. Everyone cannot be great. It's okay to have backups. It's okay to admit that guys didn't pan out. I said Vic Beasley wasn't going to be great for a long time, and a lot of people attacked me and killed me. It's okay to admit that we were wrong. It's okay to admit that teams are wrong all the time. It's okay, guys, to admit that Atlanta Falcons coaches, the GMs, the front office, they going to make mistakes. Just like we make mistakes, content creators, we come out, we make bold predictions, and we end up being wrong. The same thing happens with NFL teams. Don't tell me the Chicago Bears didn't make a mistake choosing Trubisky over Mahomes or Deshaun Watson. They made a mistake. It's okay to admit that you made a mistake. But when we take guys and they don't pan out, can we just admit, can we be honest with ourselves? Because that's what this channel is about. The real talk is in my fucking name for a reason. It's because it means I'm not going to lie to you guys. That's what it means. It means I'm always going to tell the truth. It means that even if guys are going to suck on this team, I'm going to tell you they suck on this team. If guys need to be cut on this team, I'm going to tell you they need to be cut on this team. If guys are balling out, I'm going to give them due. It's called holding players accountable. You know what's funny? When teams, coaches, and other players hold other players accountable, tell them they need to be good, cut them, say whatever. No one as fans get upset or butthurt about it. But the moment a content creator holds a player accountable and says he needs to play better, he's playing like trash, whatever it is, all of a sudden we get attacked as we're haters. You don't love the Atlanta Falcons. If you don't love every single player on this 53-man roster, you're a hater. That's not how it works. We are supposed to be truth tellers. That's what content creators are supposed to be. Meaning, I'm not going to come out here and blow smoke up your ass. I'm not going to come out here and say everybody on our team is great. I'm going to tell you the truth. That does not mean I don't love this team. That does not mean I hate the Falcons. Just like when I told you the truth about wanting Justin Fields, a lot of people attack me for saying it's anti-Matt Ryan bias. No. I love Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan's a future Hall of Famer. I have his jersey hung up in my closet. I love Matt Ryan. And it's not a Matt Ryan thing. I wanted Justin Fields because of the future of this team. Looking at this team right now, this 53, I don't see win now like everyone was selling us win now. I understand Kyle Pitts is a great player. There's also no knock on Kyle Pitts. But no team in the NFL builds around a tight end. You don't build for the future around the tight end. A tight end is a luxury position. If you're already great in other positions, a tight end is going to accelerate you to the promised land. So Kyle Pitts is great, but what happens when Matt Ryan retires and we don't have a quarterback and all we have is Kyle Pitts? What's this roster going to look like? What's this defense going to look like? To me, the defense wasn't win now, and that's why I wanted to go with the quarterback. It has nothing to do with Matt Ryan, has nothing to do with Kyle Pitts. But people label you a hater for being honest. If you guys want people to lie to you and tell you everything's great and every player is great and every decision the front office makes is great, then I'm not your guy. I'm going to tell the truth. Whether you hate me or you love me, the one thing you know about me is I'm going to tell the truth, and I'm never going to lie to you guys. And that's why I'm Jazzy Jeff Real Talk. But back to this 53. Tell me, guys, in the comment section, who are your surprise additions to the 53, or do you guys have any 53-man roster snubs, guys you think should have made it? So let me know in the comment section. I'm going to take a sip of water and chill out for a second. Archangel says, I hate to agree, but I do love Kyle Pitts. Tasman TV, hey bro, thank you. Appreciate you for coming on, man. One thing I want to do in the future is I want to try to give back to the people who support my channel. First of all, if you're new to my channel, please hit that like button, hit subscribe. I know a lot of content creators don't do this, but I'm okay doing it. I view my channel as being the man of the people. Like The Rock, I'm the people's champ. So what I want to do is someday in the future, I want to bring regular Falcons fans onto my stream to talk football and just get your opinions on how you feel about stuff, because I feel a lot of times content creators feel like they're better than the fans that support them, and that part bothers me. So I'm always going to be a man of the people, and that's something I want to do. So I love your guys' input, and I love that you guys support my channel. Mafi says Wayne Gallman over Allison. Yeah, Wayne Gallman is a great change of back. He's a better receiving running back, a little smaller than I like, but he's not trash. His best season was last year, so he's actually getting better. In that system with a whole bunch of running backs, he has to compete with Mostert and those other two running backs they had, and he still finished with 600 yards, 6 touchdowns. So Gallman is not a slouch, but at the same time, I'm just upset that Olsen never got his chance. I thought I saw better things out of Olsen. I thought he proved to at least make this team. I didn't see practice squad. So there's some, like, I would have rather had like Felipe Franks cut and keep Olsen on the 53, because it makes no sense to have Franks on this team. Matt Ryan never gets hurt, and if he does, I think Josh Rosen will be fine holding the ship down until Matt Ryan comes back. So Felipe Franks is one of them. Swiss Riz says Avery Williams, the dude we drafted, didn't play. That will probably deserve practice squad spot. I agree. Avery Williams is there for special teams, so that's one of the reasons. Who else? Who else is a surprise to me? Chris Rowland, I thought he had a couple of decent preseason games. I know he was competing for the special teams job, and that's one of the reasons why. As a straight up wide receiver, I thought he had a couple solid catches in preseason, but the wide receiver room is so crowded. Chris Rowland wasn't going to make the team. Let's see who else is on this team. What about on the defensive line? Did y'all thought Foreman, Huntley? I thought Caleb Huntley did a solid job. It's hard though to make the team when we before we had already Patterson. They list him as a running back, so Patterson, Davis, and Olsen back then. Now Goldman, but a guy like Huntley wasn't going to make the team. That's too many running backs. So, but I'm okay with Huntley being on the practice squad. These running back, like I said before, it is Arthur Smith said it's an initial 53-man roster, which I've never heard any coach ever call it a 53-man. Once a 53 is made, guys always say 53-man, final 53-man roster. I've never seen a coach say initial 53-man roster. And Arthur Smith, someone asked him about that, and he confirmed that means that this roster is still fluid up until the Philly game. So I think Huntley is going to be a solid practice squad player. Who knows? If other guys suck it up or get injured, I think Huntley will be fine as a backup running back. Roland did not make it. He's on the practice squad, though. Swiss Riz says Felipe probably made it because of the playbook awareness, but once Rosen learns the playbook, I find it hard to keep Felipe. Yeah, I agree. Arthur Smith even admitted today that he's open to signing another quarterback. So if that happens, Felipe Franks is going to get cut. So Felipe Franks is raw, man. He's developmental. He does not deserve to be on this 53-man roster. He's barely a practice squad player. So he's such a raw developmental player. He has a long way to go to reading defenses, throwing the football accurately, and not taking off the first time he says it, man. So, yeah, Taz says, that's why I subscribe to content creators thinking they better someone else. I don't like that shit for real. 100. Yeah, man, and I'm not going to say nobody's name, man, but best believe, just because I'm too adult to talk about other content creators and bash them and blah, blah. Like, I'm too old for that. I didn't come into this to be some kind of TTC fucking content creator and talk shit about other people. But best believe, I hear things, I see everything. And so I see several content creators, man, who talk down on people's opinions on their Twitter, on their tweets, reply them, attack them, saying, like, daring them to come on the show so they can blast them some more. Like, I don't understand that, man. Like, these are the same people who support you. These are the same people who subscribe to your channel. These are the same people who give you super chats. These are the same people who comment and reply to everything you make and say how great you are. And then you want to attack them or challenge them just because they have a difference of opinion. If we talking like facts, even if it's straight facts, I'm going to politely say, hey, man, here are the facts. You can take that how you want with it, and run with it how you want. But if it's just straight opinion, like a straight opinion is, I think Frank Darby is going to be a starter next year. That's my opinion. Based on what I'm looking at, the receivers we have, that's my opinion. I think Frank Darby will be a starter next year. But if someone wants to challenge me on that or fight me over it, like, I'm not going to waste my time trying to validate with another man my opinion. I'm a grown-ass man. I don't have to argue with you about my fucking opinion. And a lot of times content creators do that to the fans that support them. And I don't understand that, man, and I never will. So I appreciate dissenting opinions. I really do. As long as you're not disrespectful, as long as it doesn't get personal, then we all good. And, we can disagree. We can agree to disagree. We can have a civil conversation. The moment it gets disrespectful, I got to cut you off because I ain't got time for it. So, hey, man, Richie Grant made a lot of plays in this preseason. A lot of diving pass deflection. Richie Grant's play recognition, his awareness, his recovery speed, his diving for pass deflections. You could tell Richie Grant in a couple years is easily going to start in this team. I'm talking about next year. He's easily going to start next year. I just think right now Arthur Smith is going to make him earn it, make him develop in his first year. But he's already physically, like physical talent-wise, like physical gifted skills, Richie Grant is way better than an Eric Harris ever will be. He's way better than a Moreau ever will be. He's way better than a Deron Harmon at this stage of his career. So he'll be great in a couple years. Marlon Davidson, I love Marlon Davidson. I vouch for this man so fucking hard, man. I was almost about to buy his jersey when he was a rookie. Marlon Davidson just can't stay healthy right now. And I'm not calling him, when I say, I got to be careful because when I say that shit, people go say, so you're already calling him injury prone? No, I'm saying he's becoming injury prone. He ain't there yet, but man, if he keeps getting injured again, these serious injuries, he just got to stay on the field. I said Marlon Davidson would be a great 1-2 punch next to Grady Jarrett. Grady Jarrett, his whole career, has to fight through double teams, triple teams, and he never gets any help up the middle. And I said Marlon Davidson would have been a great guy against the run, clogging the lane, a great space eater to help Grady Jarrett. But this man, every time I look around, is getting hurt. So I just want the man to focus on his health and be healthy, because when he's out there, he flashes. Every time I see Marlon Davidson on the field, he flashes. Every time I see a run stop, it's Marlon Davidson. Every time I see a screen get chased down and blown up, it's Marlon Davidson. I just need to see this man stay on the field. Mafi says, Richie and Jalen Hawkins about to be flying, boy, damn. Yeah, man, if they just get chances, I think once they get comfortable, they're so young. Arthur Smith is not a guy that's just going to hand them the keys right away. I think that's the difference between him and Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn is a coach's coach, and Dan Quinn gives rookies the chances to start right away. Like he just automatically throws them out there, whether they're ready or not. And then when they're not ready, he tries to change their position like Vic Beasley, and then wonders why he's not producing at a position he's not supposed to be playing at, and then tries to change him back. And then it's already too late because the guy is ruined. He did that with a couple of players. And like Keanu Neal should have changed him to an inside linebacker a lot earlier in his career, but he didn't. And by the time it was too late, and now you see him on the Dallas Cowboys doing so much better as an inside linebacker. So that's the difference between Dan Quinn and Arthur Smith. Arthur Smith makes guys earn every position. Like, he doesn't just give it. That's why you saw in every depth chart, I told people not to freak out, because you saw Lee Smith and Hayden Hurst on top above Kyle Pitts, and people were freaking out. I saw people on Twitter freaking out at Arthur Smith, like, what the fuck are you doing starting those two guys over Kyle Pitts? Kyle Pitts is a first-round talent. Arthur Smith did that on purpose, guys. Those are motivational tools to motivate a guy, to make him earn the position, and not just, and that sets the mindset in Kyle Pitts' mind that this ain't college and nothing is going to be given to you. So that's what Arthur Smith is trying to do. Him and Terry Fontenot are building a culture that is different from Arthur Smith. Different from the Dan Quinn regime. The Dan Quinn and TD regime was bad salary cap management, giving guys starting positions they didn't earn, not developing guys right away, not holding guys accountable, and being too damn nice to every player. This regime, you have to earn your spot on this team. You have to bust your ass. He's yelling at everybody. He's yelling at Kyle Pitts. It doesn't matter if you're Kyle Pitts or you're the last guy on the roster. He's holding players accountable. He made an entire starting offense run laps, including Matt Ryan. That's what he does. You already saw Terry Fontenot is managing the salary cap, whether it's getting rid of a Julio Jones, or like earlier today, cutting Josh Harris and then re-signing him just for salary cap management. Those type of things are they fix the salary cap, and he's way more responsible than TD ever was to fixing our cap. And so those are the type of things that you're gonna see. So the job has to be earned. He's gonna hold guys accountable no matter who you are. They're gonna fix the cap, and everything is not given to them. So this is the new culture we have to set. And so don't freak out when you see a depth chart and Hayden Hurst is above Kyle Pitts. We all know Kyle Pitts is the starting tight end. Don't get it twisted. I already have him drafted in like 2 of my fantasy football leagues as my starting tight end. Okay? Don't get it twisted. Kyle Pitts is the starting tight end. Arthur Smith just wants him to earn it. And so that's why I said before, guys like Tajay Sharp, they ain't safe. Blake, he ain't safe. Russell Gage and Zacchaeus are going to be above everyone else because they already have familiarity with Matt Ryan and the system and already playing with all the coaches. But don't think for a second those guys can't be replaced. Like Zacchaeus is not a guy like where we can say, man, we can't do without him. Russell Gage is not a guy where we can honestly say he's a surefire wide receiver 2 and we can't do without him. Like, we can't say that this year, guys. Like, when we had Julio Jones and we had Calvin Ridley as a number 2 and we had Russell Gage as a number 3, yeah, you can definitely say Russell Gage is a surefire wide receiver 3. Ridley's a surefire wide receiver 2, and Julio Jones is a surefire wide receiver 1. We can't do that anymore. After Calvin Ridley, let's be honest, guys, it's a whole bunch of unknowns. And Russell Gage, love Russell Gage. He makes spectacular catches. Sometimes Russell Gage makes like Odell Beckham type catches. And then sometimes Russell Gage gets hit right in the numbers, right in the hands, and he fucking drops it. So don't tell me Russell Gage is untouchable and he's a solidified wide receiver 2 on this team that can't be touched. Russell Gage can also have a bad game, a couple bad games as well. Don't tell me Zacchaeus is a solidified wide receiver 3 or 4. Zacchaeus reminds me of Marvin Hall. Marvin Hall had a shine a couple games, and we end up cutting him, and now he's a multiple practice squad type player on multiple teams. So Zacchaeus is not safe either. Don't think just because Zacchaeus made the 53 and he's a wide receiver 3, and in preseason they got more snaps, don't think they're safe. Tajay Sharp is another one. Like I said before, the only reason Tajay Sharp made the 53-man roster and he played all these snaps ahead of everybody else is because he played on the Tennessee Titans with Arthur Smith. That's the only reason. Don't get it twisted. If Tajay Sharp was on any other team and he put out the tape that he put out on this preseason, he would have been cut. He would have been cut, and I don't know if he would have made the practice squad. Tajay Sharp is, I'm sorry, y'all, I got to say this. Tajay Sharp is Laquan Treadwell 2.0. He's a high draft pick that didn't pan out to shit. That's what he is, and now he's a perennial backup wide receiver trying to make his way on his 4th, 5th team. That's who Tajay Sharp is. So don't think for a second he's safe on this team. I love Frank Darby. As much as I love Frank Darby, he's young. He's got to earn his spot on this team. That's why I wanted to play it safe and be conservative. I said Frank Darby was going to get cut and be a practice squad player. But I always thought, if you watch the preseason games, it's undeniable. Frank Darby is more talented than half these guys that are playing over him. Frank Darby had, 4 catches in preseason. 3 of them went for first downs. He averaged 10 yards a catch. Every time he caught the ball, he broke the first tackle. He fights for the ball. When the ball's 50-50, he's ripping it out of guys' hands. You can tell he plays with passion. You already know he's a model citizen off the field, and he's a solid dude. So people wondering why, big country, shout out to big country, big low country. He always making fun of me saying, oh, Jazzy Jeff, he getting naked for, his little country accent. Oh, Jazzy Jeff, he getting naked for Frank Darby. He always clowning on me. And a lot of them told me they didn't see him making the I said, just wait. I said, just like the Dallas Cowboys and Stephen A. Smith says, just wait. Just wait. It's going to happen. Frank Darby's going to make this team. Because when you cut on the tape and you hold him up next to Blake, you hold him up next to Sharp, you hold him up next to the other guys, Roland, Green, it's clear to me Frank Darby is the better playmaking player. He's a better breaking tackles. He's better at snatching the ball. He's better at his cuts after he catches it. He's more passionate when every time we were playing the preseason, our drives were dead, anemic. We weren't doing shit in the first half. And the moment they gave the ball to Frank Darby, first down, moving the ball. We actually have life on our team. Like, he's the spark. To me, he was the spark on offense on preseason. So a guy like Frank Darby, love him, but he's still got to earn it. He's far away from earning his spot, man. And Mafi says he's a beast, Antonio Brown 2.0. Yeah, if you watch Antonio Brown coming out of college, Antonio Brown, 6th rounder, came out of a small school. Nobody thought Antonio Brown was going to be shit. Antonio Brown started off at special teams, and he was a wide receiver just like Frank Darby. No one thought Antonio Brown was going to be shit. 2nd rounder, backup reserve, wide receiver. He turned out to be an all-time great. Just was a head case. But you look at Frank Darby and the way he plays, a little smaller, but man, he's aggressive. He high points the ball, and he blows by people running fly routes. and he's great at over the shoulder catches in the end zone, and he's great at mossing people for the football in the end zone. So, and also his 40 time, just like Antonio Brown, is not super fast, but game speed, he's fast when he runs on the field catching football. So I see a lot of things for Frank Darby in the future. I just don't think it's going to be this year, guys. So I think pending injury. Now, if we start dropping like flies out here, Zacchaeus and Gay start getting hurt, you going to see Frank Darby in the game. I think he's going to be in the game regardless, but you going to see Frank Darby in the game if other guys start getting injured. He just needs his opportunity. But I think it's going to be more down the line next year. Dre, true statement. Hey, man, appreciate you for supporting my channel. Appreciate you for coming on, man. Frank Darby's growing on me. Darby's a beast. Frank Darby is very strong hand, man. He's not dropping the ball like Tajay Sharp. I don't know how you watch Tajay Sharp and Blake in the preseason and think these guys are better than Frank Darby right now. I don't know how you say that. Like I thought the pecking order was practice, and then preseason more important, and then the regular season is the most important. I thought that was the order of how we go do about things. So don't tell me, I had someone tell me, oh, yeah, Jazzy Jeff, but, Tajay Sharp has a big body and he's a bigger frame, so that's why he should be better than Frank Darby. That don't mean shit. I don't care how big your frame is. Can you catch the football? Are you going to run routes crisp? Are you not going to make drops? Are you going to snatch the ball at the air? I want to know what you're going to do. I don't care how big you are. A lot of guys, fans, and a lot of teams as well, they get caught up in the physical metrics of a player and they completely ignore what you see on game tape. Do y'all remember what's his name? Darius Haywood-Bay on the Oakland Raiders? And the reason they drafted him was because he had the fastest 40 time out of all the receivers in that draft. Darius Haywood-Bay was drafted ahead of guys who were studs in that draft. But his problem was he couldn't catch a lick to save his life. Darius Haywood-Bay couldn't catch a damn cold. Darius Haywood-Bay couldn't catch COVID-19 if he tried unvaccinated. That's who Darius Haywood-Bay was. And the Raiders took him just merely based on speed. So don't tell me Tajay Sharp, oh, he's great because he has a big body. I mean, shit. Can he catch? Can he run routes? Is he fast? Is he going to get separation in a game? I don't care how big body he is. Remember Josh Gordon, his later years. Big frame body. Josh Gordon, same size as Julio Jones, dropping passes left and right. So don't give me that, oh, he's a big body and deserves to be better over Tajay Sharp. I defy anybody to pull Tajay Sharp's career. What has Tajay Sharp done in his career to warrant any type of automatic deserves to be on the 53-man roster above other people status? Tell me. I'm going to sip my water. Mafi, Haywood-Bay was higher than T.Y. Hilton. There you go. I need people to go to the Darius Haywood-Bay draft and tell me who he got drafted over. Tell me. Fuck it, I'm gonna do it myself. Hold on a second. Let's go to that draft. That draft was funny to me. Darius Haywood-Bay. Man, the Oakland Raiders fuck. The Oakland Raiders are the king of fucking up draft picks, man. I swear. Let's go to that draft. 2009. All right. Let's scroll down. Man, there was so many studs in that damn draft. All right. Man, there's so many. Crabtree was good for a while, man. Yeah, Dre. The only reason he has familiarity with Arthur Smith, but To me, like I don't like that. Like football is you have to earn your spot in football. I thought football is a merit-based sport. So when I see so you can't look at the preseason games and tell me Tajay Sharp has done anything productive, anything. For guys who just joined my stream, I'm gonna go over it one more time for you guys. And I appreciate you guys joining my stream. Hit that subscribe button. Tajay Sharp in preseason this season. Preseason. He was targeted 5 times, caught 2, dropped 3, and had 27 yards combined. Christian Blake, targeted 4 times, caught 2, dropped 2. One of them was in the end zone for a clear touchdown, hit him right in the hands. Now let's go to Frank Darby. Frank Darby, targeted 5 times, caught 4. His only drop was his final preseason game. 40 yards combined. 3 of those catches were first downs. He averaged 10 yards a catch. And he had several broken tackles every time he caught the football. So if you're basing this on, we practice to be good for preseason, we practice in preseason to be good for regular season, how could you look at the game tape and tell me Frank Darby ain't better than those 2? The only reason Tajay Sharp is on this team is because of his familiarity with Arthur Smith. That's it. What other position are you guys shaking on? We've been through wide receivers, we've been through running backs, O-line. What do you guys think about the linebackers? I like the linebackers. Deion Jones, Foye Olakun, he's coming on. Etheridge made the 53-man roster. I thought Ellerby was decent. He got cut, and I believe he's on the practice squad now. Who else? I know I'm missing a few guys. Help me out. You shaky on cornerback? Yeah, me too, man. After A.J. Terrell, man, I'm a little nervous, to be honest with you. Mafi says, Macklin, Kenny Britt, Percy Harvin, Massaquoi, Hayward Bear was the worst out of all of them. Yeah, man. Couldn't catch a nosebleed, man. I'm scared of the O-line. I'm scared at cornerback. A top 10 linebacking core. Ooh. That's tough. Mafi, can we please not talk like that, man? I'm scared. I'm really scared if AJ Terrell goes down, man. Do y'all not remember that we were second to dead last in the NFL in our secondary? We were dead last in sacks and pass rushing. Matt Ryan got sacked the most times in his entire career last year. Now, I know a lot of people are afraid because Julio Jones is no longer on our team. But remember, how many games did Julio Jones miss last year? How many games did Julio Jones miss? And Matt Ryan still finished number 4 overall in NFL passing. Think about that. Matt Ryan getting sacked the most times in his career on a losing team, a horrible offensive line. Julio Jones barely plays, and he still finishes 4th overall in passing this past season. That just shows you how good Matt Ryan is. But anyways, I think this year, all you have to do, and y'all saw it in preseason. Y'all saw Kyle Pitts run across the formation, and he caught a simple pass, and he took it 30 yards. All you got to do is run Ridley on a go route or a fly route. You cross Russell Gage across the field, and then you run Kyle Pitts across the other side of the formation, and defenses aren't going to know what the hell to do to stop that, because it's going to pick your poison. Guys are going to be wide open, and then if not, we still have. You can throw a screen behind Mike Davis. You can have Cordell Patterson come out on a wide receiver bubble screen. There's so many things you can do with these players. So I'm not too afraid without Julio Jones. It's, can we block for Matt Ryan? And can we get some damn sacks or yeah, you were right. Sorry. Eagles gave up the second most sacks. Eagles gave up the most sacks in the league. We were second. That scares me, man. Especially with Josh Andrews breaking his hand. Josh Andrews wasn't shit in my mind to begin with, but he breaks his hand. Mayfield gets owned at left tackle. So if there's any type of injuries on the line, you can't slide Mayfield a tackle. He's gonna get destroyed. He's barely holding on at guard. We just signed a new dude, Colby. I forget his last name. I'm sorry, y'all. His name's Colby. Came from the Cleveland Browns. Go watch some of his tape. I've seen some experts look at his tape and break it down. And there's a couple plays where he mauled people. I'm talking about straight pancakes out here. So if anyone in the chat can help me with his last name, the dude we just signed after Josh Andrews got injured, his name's Colby something. Thank you, Paul Matt. Colby Gossett. Please look at his tape. There's a couple times he pancaked people. So we can't be picky right now, guys. We gotta take what we can get. So yeah, thank you, guys. Colby Gossett. He can't be worse than Josh Andrews. I don't know what we saw in Josh Andrews. That was another position I got killed for. Y'all remember Jamon Brown and James Carpenter. I want y'all to marinate on those two names. I'm going to go get some water. I'll be right back. Jamon Brown and James Carpenter. Marinate on that. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Have y'all thought about Jamon Brown and James Carpenter? I got killed for saying these guys were trash. And Dan Quinn picked these guys up off the streets after coming off the New York Jets, where they were even worse. And Dan Quinn puts these guys in starting positions. And that's not the point. That's not the point I'm trying to make. The point I'm trying to make is I told everybody these guys aren't good. These guys are trash. They're journeyman, backup, offensive linemen off the fucking street. And people were like, Jazzy Jeff, you just a hater. You know what you're talking about, man. In our system, here's how you know people don't know what the hell they're talking about. If anyone throws out a trash player is going to be great just because they join a new system, don't know what they're talking about. There's certain guys, yes. If you go from the New York Jets to Kyle Shanahan, yes, that system is going to make you a better player offensively. But if you're already trash, I don't care if you go to Bill Walsh, his fucking self. I don't care if you go to Kyle Shanahan, Bill Belichick. I don't care who you are. Sometimes you got to call a spade a spade. Sometimes trash is trash. And James Carpenter and Jamon Brown were trash. Josh Andrews is in the same exact mold. He's not that great. So for him to go down already, damn, we are thin at the offensive line. Jalen Mayfield, I said he was a reach. I'm going to try to root for him, but he's already struggling, man. He's already struggling. I'm seeing him get dominated by backups on the Browns with one hand. I shiver to think if he ever sees a guy like Aaron Donald. I shiver to think about it. What is he gonna do against starting Pro Bowler defensive linemen? Man, blown up, Paul Matt. I mean, he was. Oh my, it was embarrassing. There was a couple guys on the other dude, Spriggs. I forgot his first name. His number's like 68 or 63. He also got dominated, bro. He got Fletcher Cox week 1. Yeah. Did y'all hear what Arthur Smith said about that? Someone asked him about going against Fletcher Cox week 1. He said everyone gotta get baptized. Everyone gotta get baptized sometimes. Damn, is that a compliment or is that like you dissing your own player? Jalen Mayfield and Dahlman need to hit the weight room or Akeem Hicks for Akeem Hicks. Oh man, I forgot about Dahlman. Dahlman looking shaky in preseason, y'all. Yeah, he said that. He said Everybody gotta get baptized sometimes. I mean, Arthur Smith is a cold-blooded motherfucker. That's why I got to, and I mean that as a compliment. I mean that in the best way possible. Arthur Smith is a cold-blooded motherfucker. This man will just give it to you straight, no chaser. That's what I like about Arthur Smith. Dan Quinn is a drink. Y'all ever go to a bar and ask for a drink, and the shit is so watered down it don't even taste like an alcoholic drink. It just tastes like soda. That's what Dan Quinn is. Dan Quinn is a drink with fucking chaser. Arthur Smith is a drink with no chaser. He just give it to you straight on the rocks. He holds no punches. If we have a bad practice, he just says we sucked at practice. That's it. Guys need to play better. Guys are celebrating at their 3-yard completion. Like, and they throwing parties out here. Like, I love that about him. And we need that more. Did y'all hear that story? Did y'all hear that story about Robert Alford spilling the beans to his new team in a joint practice? All right, so Robert Alford was in a joint practice with the New England Patriots, and he was talking to one of his buddies on the Patriots, and he admitted to it because later the guy on the Patriots spilled the beans that during the 2016 Super Bowl, Robert Alford said, yeah, man, at halftime we were already celebrating, and a couple dudes popped champagne, and we were dancing, listening to music in the halftime during the Super Bowl. And you wonder why we lost that game. Like that type of shit, like, yeah, we're gonna hold guys accountable and blame the players for doing that and acting a fool. But where was Dan Quinn when that was happening? Where was anyone else when that was happening? Like, you really think Bill Belichick would let that fly? Or Arthur Smith for that same reason, or Ron Rivera, a Mike Tomlin, or whatever. Like, dudes was celebrating, dancing, listening to music, popping champagne at halftime in a Super Bowl. Yeah, high school coach would have yelled at you for that. And these are grown players in a Super Bowl doing this. Like, that is so disrespectful to your opponent, the game itself, the NFL, just blasphemous. And the coaches allowed that. No one stopped that. Arthur Smith wouldn't allow that. And if we had the same players, the same offensive coordinator, the same defense, the same offense, the same offensive line, receivers, running backs, linebackers, cornerbacks, safeties, special teams, kickers, punter. If we had everything the same in 2016, but we had Arthur Smith as the coach instead of Dan Quinn, we would have won that game. Because Arthur Smith would have had these guys ready. There would have been no celebrating in halftime. They would have been focused on the second half like they should have been. And it blew my mind why we came out so flat in the second half. A lot of people wanted to blame fatigue. They just didn't look prepared. And now I know why. They were too fucking tired already from celebrating at halftime. And that is an indictment on Dan Quinn, and I will never forgive him for that. So I don't want to get into that, but I'm just saying, I love that Arthur Smith keeps it real, 100, and he doesn't hold back, and he holds everyone accountable. These guys need a kick in their ass. We need a new regime. We need to first of all, don't tell me that. I understand that Julio Jones wanted to leave, but it also sends a signal that no matter how great you are, you can be replaced on this team. And we need that as a culture change on this team, because this team is not good enough. This team is not good enough for everybody to have their positions. Just give them their positions. Matt Ryan, good with. Deion Jones, I'm good with. Calvin Ridley, I'm good with. Grady Jerry, I'm good with. Other than those four guys, that's it. Everyone else needs to earn their fucking position on this team. So Paul Mack, I'll never forgive him, and he better not step foot in our city again. Unless we have to play the Cowboys sometime. You're right. And you already saw the Cowboys in preseason were getting blown out already. So he's back to the same old defense. I thought we was going to keep Gano on the IR. Yeah, man, we got a couple guys in the IR. Josh Andrews and Kendall Sheffield. I'm worried about Kendall Sheffield. He started off really solid. He actually made the 53-man roster, and he was injured the entire time. But Kendall Sheffield's another one. Like, he's had a couple good games, but we can't say Kendall Sheffield is an automatic lock to be on this team and be a 53. We can't say that. Kendall Sheffield has good games, and then he has really ugly games. He's a good tackler. He's good in man-to-man coverage. He's terrible in zone. I'm going to say this, y'all. I hope and I'm glad we have Dean Pease because he's going to run a lot more man-to-man because we are awful in zone coverage. Every time we go to a zone coverage, and I know y'all saw this, and tell me in the comment section if you did see this. Every time we went to a zone coverage and it was like 3rd and 18, 3rd and 20, we gave up a first down. Every time. That is quintessential Atlanta Falcons. 3rd and 20, 4th and 20, we give up 21. And every time we do that, we drop into a shell, cover 3, cover 4, and we give up first downs. We need to stop doing that, man. And if you're gonna play, just play 2 deep safety and man underneath. It's not that complicated, guys. You play fucking Tampa 2, and you're fine. You're not gonna give up a big first down. You're not. Keep everything in front of them. Let them throw the check down, make the tackle, get up off the field. It's not that complicated. But for some reason, the Atlanta Falcons love getting destroyed on cover 3 and cover 4. Love doing it every time. And I don't understand, man. I don't. So Dean Pease, one thing I love about Dean Pease is guys are flying all over the field. The blitzes are coming from everywhere. The pressure looks a lot better. The pressure looks so much better. But it's still an incomplete because we haven't seen what the full starting defense looks like. We haven't seen what the full starting offense looks like. You know, for as bad as Felipe Franks was playing and A.J. McCarron was playing, our defense was still in those games for a long time. And we didn't start to crack until like the 3rd quarter, 4th quarter. So if we just get a slight, just better output offensively, like if Matt Ryan just scores his usual points, the defense is going to play a lot better. It's easier to play defense when you're up and have a lead. And so that's what we need to do. It starts with the pass rush. Y'all already know the live I had before with the Smitty Sports Machine. Shout out to Smitty Sports Machine. We was on there with pass rush legend Chuck Smith, and he said, Chuck Smith said to us, one of the keys to his success was having a great secondary, playing with Deion Sanders. That's the type of stuff we need. The secondary has to help out the pass rush. Guys can't hold up forever. So, but I think in this defense, when guys are coming from multiple different positions, the blitzes are exotic. It gives the other team less predictability to play you. And it's going to be a lot easier for us to play defense because teams aren't going to know where we're coming from. Speaking about Falcons legends and speaking about Smitty Sports Machine, another good thing, surprise for you guys. Smitty Sports Machine is going to have the legendary linebacker on there, and I'm joining his stream. So that's going to be on Tuesday. Shout out to Smitty Sports Machine. This guy stays having Falcons legends on his team. So he's going to have Jesse out there, Tuggle out there. So I'm going to be joining this stream. We're going to be interviewing him. So it's going to be a great stream to have, man. Support Smitty Sports Machine. He's doing his thing too. Hey, Jeremy Hopkins, I give Falcons 10 wins being nice. I think the wild card is possible. You know, looking at the Saints situation, Michael Thomas injured. I'm not afraid of Jameis Winston. Not afraid of Taysom Hill. They're going to be a work in progress, just like us. Don't think they're going to be a solid 12 wins again. Carolina Panthers also unproven. Sam Darnold unproven. Yeah, he played for the Jets, but the Carolina Panthers are also a losing team. So how good is Sam Darnold really going to be? We don't know. Christian McCaffrey coming back, but other than Christian McCaffrey going off on us, is the rest of the team going to beat us? That's still an unproven fact. Tampa Bay Buccaneers Super Bowl champions. We already know that. So they already running it back. They're already going to be great. So yeah, I think the Bucs can win the division, but we can easily finish second place. Easily finish second place. We just got to play defense. I'm never worried about the offense. It's always the defense. What are we going to do to stop somebody? Is always the problem. But yeah, man, we're going to see. Wall Smith says, I like Dean Pease doesn't play the same defense every game. He does not. You really have to watch the defense that we play. It's different every time. I saw a 3-4 out there. I saw a 4-3 out there. I saw a Tampa 2 out there. I saw cover 3 out there. I saw so many different defenses out there. I saw cornerback blitzes. So many different defenses. So it's gonna be, we're gonna have a wild defense, man. We're gonna be aggressive too. And I'm not trying to use the word fast and physical because that's a Dan Quinn special, but we're gonna fly out there, we're gonna be multiple, and we're gonna be fast out there. Gallman says, J-Dog said, J-Dog, thank you for appreciating joining my stream, man. Gallman is an upgrade from Allison, but Allison never really got a good shot. That's exactly how I feel. I'm not mad at Gallman. I'm not mad at the move. Gallman is definitely a change of pace back. He can catch the football, which is going to help in our offense. He's going to be better at running screen, catching passes out the backfield. I'm just sad that Allison never got his chance. Dre True Statement says, I think I even see all 5.52 from Pete. I saw that too. I saw the 5.52 from Dean Pete. So, guys, we haven't even seen the starters out there yet either. So it's going. You're gonna be seeing Deion Jones blitzing. You're gonna be seeing AJ Terrell blitzing. You guys are gonna see a lot of different things from these players. It ain't gonna be the same boring standard Dan Quinn type shit. Woo. Oh, it's been an hour and 12 minutes. I appreciate you guys joining my stream. 18 people. Please hit that like button and hit subscribe. It's your boy Jazzy Jeff, Real Talk, no gimmicks, coming to you live. I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna try to get other guys on my stream, and I'm gonna join other streams. If you guys know Terry Bolden, his name is Twisted Torch, I believe his stream is. I'm gonna try to join. I'm a big fan of his. Rise Up Rundown, big fan of his. I'm gonna try to join his streams. You can always catch me on Smitty streams, Big Country Low streams. There's a couple guys. There's other couple guys I want to work with, and we're gonna keep it going and give you guys that future content. I'm working on an Eagles breakdown right now, so that's also coming. J Dog says the big difference from the previous Falcons team now is we have coaching and accountability. Exactly. Dan Quinn was a player ass kisser. He wanted to be one of the guys. And let's be honest, Dan Quinn was inherited a Hall of Fame defense on the Seattle Seahawks, the Legion of Boom. A lot of people want to kiss Dan Quinn's nuts over the Legion of Boom. He was given an all-world defense, and he rode the coattails of that defense. And Dan Quinn thought he could do the same thing with a ragtag defense on the Atlanta Falcons. He just got lucky that the offense was so damn good it overpowered other teams, and we ended up getting to the Super Bowl off of that. But it had nothing to do with that damn defense. Wallace Smith says we just have to trust the process with limited funds that we have to work with and the players that we have right now. And hey, Wallace Smith, you're right about that, and I agree with you. But at the same time, that's what pisses me off about the whole Kyle Pitts thing, because people are telling us that we're in win now mode. So how can you be in win now mode, but at the same time, we're a work in progress, or we have limited funds and players to work with to win? Like win now to me means Super Bowl, NFC Championship, nothing less. Nothing less than NFC Championship. You can't tell me win now and we finish 500. You can't tell me win now and we finish 9-7. You can't tell me win now and we missed the playoff. That's not win now to me. So if we aren't winning now, what are we doing with Matt Ryan and wasting his career? And that was my entire point going into this draft. And I wanted to be clear because people thought just because I wanted Justin Fields, that means I hate Matt Ryan. And that couldn't be further from the truth. I fucking love Matt Ryan. I defend him at every turn. I've been on live streams with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers content creators, Panthers content creators, Saints content creators, and I've defended Matt Ryan for over 2 hours. So anyone who questions my love for Matt Ryan doesn't know what they're talking about, has never seen one of my live streams, has never seen me on someone else's channel, has never seen me defend Matt Ryan for 2 hours straight. My point is, I wanted Matt Ryan to ride out his career and then have a smooth transition to an all-stud quarterback like Justin Fields. Have him sit for a year, have him sit for 2 years. I don't care. Aaron Rodgers sat for 3 years. He turned out perfectly fine. So that was my point. And I didn't want to have Matt Ryan leave and we have nothing. And we have Kyle, and then we have to pay Kyle Pitts all this money when he becomes really good. And we have no quarterback to throw him the football. And now we have to find a quarterback. And people tell me, oh, Jazzy Jeff, quarterbacks are in every single draft, every single fucking year. Oh, yeah? Why don't you tell that to the Cleveland Browns who've been looking for a quarterback? How long did it take them to find Baker Mayfield? Decades? Century? Quarter century? Took them a long-ass time. How long did it take the Chicago Bears to find Justin Fields? How long did it take the New York Jets to find a half-decent quarterback like a Zach Wilson? Don't tell me quarterbacks just grow on trees and it's easy to find them. It's not. There's quarterbacks every year, and every year they're not good. That's not true. Some drafts are quarterback heavy. Some drafts are defensive heavy. Every year there's not an amazing quarterback. There's just a couple of drafts where there's not really good ones at all. So that was my only point. It had nothing to do with Kyle Pitts. It had nothing to do with Matt Ryan. I just want to get that. I just want to get that out of my system and explain that to you. Another reason it pissed me off is because when I said I wanted a quarterback like Justin Fields, the first thing people attacked me with was, is Justin Fields or another quarterback going to fix our defense, Jazzy Jeff? Does Justin Fields play defense? Defense wins championships. I thought defense wins championships, Jazzy Jeff. How is Justin Fields going to play some goddamn defense? And then the moment we got Kyle Pitts, the same exact people, oh, I love Kyle Pitts. Love Kyle Pitts. Great pick. Great pick, guys. Great pick, Kyle Pitts. I'm sorry. The last time I fucking checked, does Kyle Pitts play defense? All of a sudden, that whole doesn't play defense argument doesn't exist anymore. So my point is, if y'all gonna come at me, be consistent with your takes. Don't tell me 1 second it's about the defense and we don't need a quarterback, and then the moment we get Kyle Pitts, it's not about the defense anymore and you love offensive players. Don't sell me that bullshit. Don't piss down my leg and tell me it's raining, okay? I'm a little smarter than that. So that was my whole point. And I don't mean to get on a soapbox, but sometimes I got to get shit off my chest. Don't sell me this defensive shit and then we get an offensive player and now you don't care about the defense anymore. Be the same person. Keep the same energy, all right? If it's about, I respect you more if you say, Jeff, Fields don't play defense. We need a defensive player. And then if we pick Kyle Pitts, you're still mad because you wanted someone like a Surtain. I'll respect you more because you're a consistent person. I don't respect inconsistent people who don't have true philosophies of what they want to do. So that's how I am. And so I'm a consistent person. When I say something, I mean that. I'm not going to flip-flop just because it makes my picks look good. If I'm wrong, I'm going to admit I'm wrong. AJ Terrell, I admitted I'm wrong. Apologies to AJ Terrell. I didn't think he was going to be that good. He's outshone. He's impressed me with how well he's played as a rookie, and I think he's going to get even better. So I admit when I'm wrong. And I wish other people would admit that they're wrong, or other people would admit that they change based on who they like. It's not about what's actually happening. It's about where is the crowd going. And I'm not always going to go with the crowd. I'm my own man. I have my own thoughts. And so I'm always going to keep it real. So if you're going to come at me with consistency, because any inconsistent BS, I'm not listening to you. I'm not. Is this better? Is this roster better than last year's? Whew. I mean, how good was our roster if we only won 4 fucking games? Let's be honest. I don't care about stats or Pro Bowlers or accolades if we're still finishing with 4 wins. They don't mean shit. That's a loser's mentality. Only people like the Dallas Cowboys care about their superstars and don't care about actually winning. All they do is brag about how many stars we got. Look at all the stars we got. Look at our fan attendance. I was in an argument one time with a Dallas Cowboys fan about Falcons versus Cowboys. And one of his arguments, I can't remember who the dude was. One of the dude's arguments was the Dallas Cowboys are better because they have better fan attendance. I'm not joking, y'all. This man made an argument that the Dallas Cowboys are better because they have better fan attendance. I thought football is about winning football games. Like, isn't that the whole point of this game? You talking about fan attendance? Come on now. So the last year's roster, I mean, it sucks if we're only winning 4 games. I'm sorry. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. We earned those losses. That whole special teams debacle versus the Cowboys, we earned that. We earned that. Those fluke-ass losses we had to guys like Tyrod Taylor in the past, we earned that. We earned our record. We are what you are what they say you are. Wall Smith, yeah, well, we don't know yet because we haven't played a game yet. All the stars yet. You're right. So if we finish over 4 wins, our roster's better. Yeah, man. Don't argue with Dallas Cowboy fans. You're gonna lose brain cells and you're gonna hurt your head thinking too hard because they say some of the dumbest shit you've ever seen. Like, shout out to actual like smart Dallas Cowboy fans, but most of them are dumb as fuck. Like, they say some of the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Dre, true statement. If that's the case, the Browns have been the best team for years. If we talking fans, hey, those Brown fans are loyal as hell. But besides the Falcons, no one got shit on Buffalo Bills fans. If you want to be real, if you want to keep it a buck, Buffalo Bills fans are the craziest motherfuckers in this fucking league. Buffalo Bills fans are snorting drugs in the stadium. I've seen it on video and in pictures. Buffalo Bills fans are having sex in the stadium. I've seen pictures and I've seen videos of it. Buffalo Bills fans are fighting, jumping through tables on fire. You can't ever compare to a Buffalo Bills fan. Hey, look, I love the Atlanta Falcons. Trust me, y'all. I love the Atlanta Falcons. But you ain't going to get me snorting no damn cocaine in a damn football game. I am not diving through a table on fire. I'm not doing it. I'm not having sex with my lady in the middle of a football game. Not doing it. So no one's better than a Buffalo Bills. They are crazy. They got a screw loose. Our fan base sucks. I think our fan base is just jaded from all the damn the losing. And it almost seems like we're cursed. And being from Chicago, I'm not a Braves fan or Atlanta Hawks fan, but I've been told that they also have a lot of cursed losses on their resume, the Braves and Hawks. So I think that's why a lot of people are mad at our fan base. Because another thing, the one thing I don't like about Falcons Nation is that we attack each other. As dumb as people like the Dallas Cowboy fans are, you gotta give them one thing: they loyal as fuck. It don't matter if they got 1 win or 10 wins. They act like they win in the Super Bowl every season, and they never attack each other. They stick together in their stupidity. They are bounded by their stupidity. The Falcons, we are so quick to tear each other apart. That's the part that bothers me so much. And it's one thing if you have a difference of opinion. We can do that all day. But I'm seeing people like personal attacks over differences of opinion. We on the same damn team. We wearing the same damn jerseys. We're buying the same damn tickets. We're wearing the same damn hats. We're flying the same damn flags, and we're attacking each other. But we expect Saints fans to respect us. Like I don't understand that part. That's the part I'll never understand. And another thing that bothers me, man, is, and I said this earlier, but for the people who just joined, I appreciate you. Thank you for liking my stream. Hit subscribe. Another thing I don't like about Falcons fans is that anytime someone is a free agent, it doesn't matter who it is. It could be a pile of shit on the sidewalk. Anytime someone becomes a free agent, we immediately want them to sign on our team and get rid of whoever is in that position. Like, I'll give you a key example, and it just happened. Fucking Cam Newton. Yeah, let's get into Cam Newton. And I'm about to piss people off, so let's get into Cam Newton. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it a buck. So Cam Newton gets cut by the Patriots. And if you want to ignore the whole COVID thing, that's fine. But it's a big part of it because, number one, he's unvaccinated. Already got COVID last year. This year he's missing COVID tests, and you can't have that on your team when it's so critical. Okay, so if you don't think COVID is not a part of it, I got a fucking house to sell you. Okay, that's one. But let's just take COVID out of it. Cam Newton has never been a good passer. Cam Newton has never been good at completion percentage. He had one good year under forget his fucking name, but he had one good year his final season last year. No, the year before he left on Carolina Panthers. And Matt Ryan is better at every fucking category than Cam Newton ever dreamed of, except for running. That's it. But the moment Cam Newton gets cut by the Patriots, Falcons fans are already firing up pictures of Cam Newton in fucking Falcons jersey saying we need to get Cam Newton. We need to start him right away. He needs to back up Matt Ryan and be the heir apparent to Matt Ryan. What the fuck are y'all drinking? What the fuck are y'all smoking? Have you forgot Cam Medea Newton? Have you forgot the stuff he's done? People talk about Matt Ryan being a fucking choker, but they want Cam Newton can't dive on a fumble in the Super Bowl Newton. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Have you seen Cam Newton throw the football? Matt Ryan has better touchdowns, completion percentages, yards, wins, more accomplished. I don't know what you guys are looking at. I really don't, and y'all need to help me out. What are you guys looking at? What games are you watching? Cam Newton will never be better than Matt Ryan. And let's be all the way honest. Cam Newton was a physical specimen, a physical gifted freak by his size. And Cam Newton took that to his advantage and was able to run over guys, run away from people. The older he got and lost that ability, and the injuries started piling up, it forced Cam Newton to be a more pocket passer because he can't run anymore. He can't run over people anymore because he's getting injured. He's not as fast. He's not as athletic. So what do you fall back on when your athleticism diminishes? What do you fall back on when you no longer can run over somebody? Well, the good quarterbacks, a Russell Wilson or a Joe Montana or whoever is mobile, it's pocket passing. That's why Tom Brady is 44 and still can win a Super Bowl, because he still has pocket presence. He still has accuracy. He still has completion percentage. He still has a smart brain where he can take the checkdowns, take what's in front of him, take what the defense gives him. That will never go old. That's why Tom Brady at 44 can do it, and Cam Newton is still young, getting cut by teams. Why? Because he never developed as a passer. Matt Ryan can do this for a long time because people might laugh at him for his speed and his wheels, but his IQ, his accuracy, his completion percentage, his yards per game, his touchdowns in a season, those things, his pocket presence, those things are never going to get old. So Matt Ryan can keep playing for a while. And let's be all the way real with it. All the way real with it. Don't tell me race and being a Michael Vick fan ain't got nothing to do with this, because you know it God well damn does. I've talked to people in barbershops in Chicago who've talked about this, who are Michael Vick fans, and have told me straight up, hey, y'all should have never got rid of Michael Vick and got Matt Ryan. Michael Vick is way better than that white boy. I've heard it. I've heard it in barbershops. I know you've heard it before. Don't tell me you have. If you black on this stream, I love you. You my brother. You know we both black on here. But don't tell me race ain't a part of it. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me they want another black quarterback to replace Matt Ryan. No matter what Matt Ryan does, he's not black in the city of Atlanta. And there's going to be people who are going to sugarcoat the real reason around it and say he's a choker. Cam Newton's a choker and you still want him. They will take fucking Jamarcus Russell over Matt Ryan. Don't get this shit twisted. Don't. Matt Ryan will never get the respect he deserves playing in Atlanta. He never will. If Matt Ryan played for, let me just throw out a random team. If Matt Ryan played for the New York Jets, he'd be a god. If Matt Ryan played for the Carolina Panthers, he'd be a god. If Matt Ryan played for the Oakland Raiders, he would be a god. The only reason he don't get that much love in here and the fan base is torn is because before Matt Ryan, the best player we had was black, and he made amazing highlight runs. That's what happened. And we lost him for a personal reason. Dogfighting, which was his fault. So you can't even be like, oh, I can't blame him for it. No, that was his fault. He chose to do that. He chose to make that decision. It wasn't me. Don't get mad at me because he wanted to fight some fucking dogs. Don't get mad at me. Michael Vick made his bed and he lied in it. Michael Vick never took the game seriously. He famously took his playbook and he threw it in the trunk of his car. Michael Vick did that. I didn't do that. Michael Vick admitted himself it took prison and getting cut from a team to learn maturity and how to play as an actual quarterback. That came from Michael Vick's mouth. Not mine, Michael Vick's mouth. So I'm just letting you know, Matt Ryan will never be appreciated until he leaves his team. Y'all keep forgetting, after Michael Vick, the Joey Harrington and Chris Redmond days. Y'all forget about those days. If you too young to remember those days, I understand. But all you 30 and up motherfuckers, the 30-plus club who are just like me, I see you out there. I know you out there. They're 30 and up. Where are y'all at? The ones who remember Joey Harrington and Chris Redmond. Where y'all at? Matt Ryan took a losing team to the playoffs his rookie year. Matt Ryan was Offensive Rookie of the Year. Like, do y'all not forget this? Do y'all not forget this? There you are, 30 and up. 30 and up. Damn, Joy 37. How the hell? How the hell does Joy look younger than all of us and she's 37? Must got some good. Hey, black don't crack. I know y'all heard before. Black don't crack. Joy, living proof over there. Archangel 41 hanging in there. Exactly. Michael Vick never took a Super Bowl. Do people forget? Do people forget Michael Vick's intermediate to middle range accuracy was terrible? He would sail the football all the time. He'd throw it too far over people's heads. Do people not remember that? Do y'all remember? And y'all need to help me out. What year was this year? The year Madden came out and it had that little fucking flashlight for quarterback QB vision. That QB vision had that fucking little flashlight when you threw the football. What year was that Madden? Somebody help me out. We're the real Madden fans out there. Help me out. What year was the Madden with the QB vision? '89 gang. Hey, I'm 1986. Where the '86 gang at? 07? Anyways, if y'all remember that, if y'all remember that game, do y'all remember how fucking small Michael Vick's QB vision light was? I mean, it was a fucking slit. It was a it was a peekaboo. That shit was a fucking sliver. Y'all remember that? You couldn't throw shit in that game with Michael Vick. His accuracy was so bad in that game. And then, but if you grab like Peyton Manning's vision was like this big. Peyton Manning, it didn't matter where you threw it. The shit was a completion. Michael Vick's accuracy was never that good, guys. People got rose-colored glasses on, and they only remember his fucking highlight runs. That's all they remember. But if you actually go back and look at the games like I do, I actually go back and who out here goes back and watches old Falcons games like I do? I do. You know, I like to go back and reminisce when we had a run game. So I'll go back and I'll watch Michael Turner football games. I do that from time to time. Anyways, when you actually go back and watch Michael Vick games, man, people forget how bad his accuracy was sometimes, especially in tight windows. If we had mature Philadelphia Eagles Michael Vick, we would have been so much better. But remember, we had young, cocky, immature Michael Vick, and he just didn't get the job done. So I don't know how Falcons fans tell me Matt Ryan's a choker, but Michael Vick isn't. I don't know. So we don't need Cam Medea Newton. All right, we don't need him. We don't. He can take his scarf somewhere else. All right, y'all. It's been an hour. It's been an hour 30. I still love Michael Vick. Still love him. I just wish he took the game more seriously. I really do. So before we get out of here, I want you guys to tell me, y'all excited for this Eagles game, and who on the 53-man roster you think got snubbed, or who do you think surprised you that made the 53? And shout out for everybody joining the stream, man. I appreciate you guys, man. I had a lot of fun to play. I had a lot of fun on today's stream, man. 20 people watching, hour and a half. So let's get back to the topic. 53-man roster. Who are your snubs? Who are you excited to see make it? I already spoke about Quadri. I'm not mad at Wayne Gallman because he's a change of pace back and he's a good receiving back out of the backfield. I'm just sad that Quadri never got a chance to show what he can do as a solid RB2. I'm sick of people. I'm sick of people jerking him around, and I kind of wish he goes to another team just so he can get another chance. I think Foreman got snubbed, and I'm excited to see TJ Green. Hey, man, TJ Green This man made a 53 roster just off the last preseason game. I mean, he was locking fools down, man-to-man coverage, zero safety help. Like, I don't know what happened to TJ Green. He just waited because his first preseason game, I don't even think he was on the stat sheet. His second preseason game was lukewarm. But then he woke up one day for that third preseason game. He said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna make this 53-man roster." TJ Green out there locking him down. Marlon Davidson made it, but he made it. I'm glad he made it. But he just gotta stay healthy though, man, because he flashes, man. I want to see more of Caleb Huntley. I do too, man. I think Caleb Huntley's decent. Like Caleb Huntley he's big enough and he's fast enough. So Caleb Huntley has like this, almost like has like the size of Olsen, but he's a lot faster than Olsen. You saw that breakaway touchdown he had versus the other dude who got cut, Javian Hawkins, who fell down before he even got tackled. Like that was some punk shit. So I definitely need to see more of Caleb Huntley. Who else got snubbed? Who else you excited to see? Hey, now, I'm all about real talk. Mafi is talking that shit. Christian Blake should have got cut. If I was a coach, he would have made that team. Tajay Sharp would not have made the 53. I'd spend more money on. I'll spend spots in other positions. He was okay in the first, but he wasn't like he was in the third game, bro. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm excited about Buddy from Notre Dame. Oh yeah, I can't pronounce his name either. Ojinari, how you say it? How you say his last name? That man is a beast. I can't pronounce his name, but he's a beast. He's everywhere. He's all over the field, and we're finally gonna have a pass rush with him on the field. I'm excited for him. But I already knew he was gonna make the 53. I already knew Richie Graham was gonna make the 53. Yeah. I want Ojin Dahi. Look at Taz acting like he know how to pronounce that shit. You don't know how to pronounce that shit. Thanks, Mafi, for spelling it out for me. But Taz, you don't know how to pronounce that shit, bro. Stop acting like you know how to pronounce it. You was tripping up just like I was. don't try to front like you know how to pronounce that. Another guy I was really happy to see was Michael Walker. Michael Walker, I don't know what's gotten into this man, but he has been balling. I'm talking about balling in preseason. His play recognition, his run stopping, he's everywhere. You can tell Dean Pease is going to help a guy like Michael Walker maximize his potential. Because I thought he was average with Dan Quinn, but man, he's looking sharp now. Fowler got to show me something. Man, Fowler was so good on the Rams, and they changed his position when he got to us, and they wonder why he wasn't great. But now he's back to his original position, so Fowler should be good again, man. Yeah. No, I already knew Walker was going to make the team. I'm just surprised at how good he's been playing. Like he looks like a whole different person. And as you guys know, Michael Walker bulked up in muscle and weight. I think he put on like an extra 20-something pounds of muscle. And you could tell, if you ever seen him now, like he looks a lot bigger than he did last year. Let's see who I'm going down the list. How y'all feel about John Kaminsky? He's another dude in and out of the line with injuries. He's like Marlon Davidson. Has flashes. Would be great if he can stay healthy. Kaminsky's another guy that he needs to show that he can stay healthy in this year. Oh no, I agree, Wallace. Yeah, it's just a different system. Yeah, right. He is a big dude. Who else? Who else am I missing? We already know Judy Mariner is going to make the team. Taquan Graham, our other rookie. I didn't see a lot from him during preseason, but we need more big bodies in the trenches. So we already knew he was going to make the team. Already knew Tyler Davidson was going to make the team. Already knew Dalton was going to make the team. Lindstrom was going to make the team. Hennessy was going to make the team. We already knew Steven Means was going to make the team. Avery Williams, special teams. Darren Hall, another reserve backup. Darren Hall, it was okay. I didn't see anything super great out of Darren Hall, but let's give him time. And yeah, everybody else is pretty standard, I say. Younghoe Koo, Pitts, Fowler, Sharp. Yeah. I think Comiskey, yeah. Comiskey and Marlon Davidson, man, if they just stay healthy, I'll feel a lot much better about this pass rush. The problem is they just can't. And so that worries me a bit. But starting at, was it hour 45? Man, we've been going for a while. Hennessy, how you think about Hennessy will be? I think Matt Hennessy's pretty solid. It's just this year's a lot of unknown because, no Alex Mack, no Julio. There's a lot of guys. It's gonna be a work in progress. That's why I don't think it's a win now team. I think this is. I don't think this is like I don't think this is like a New York Jets team where you blow it up. But at the same time, I don't think this is a Super Bowl built team. I don't think this is an NFC Championship built team. There's way too many question marks. But I'm just gonna be along for the ride, and I'm just gonna be happy with this new regime. And we gotta give him time, and I'm okay with that. I just don't like people telling me it's a win now situation when I know it's not win now. If you tell me, we'll be good in a couple of years and trust Arthur Smith and trust Terry Fontenot, I'm okay with that. I'll be here regardless. I don't care if we win one game or all of them. I'm still gonna be here because that's what real Falcons fans do. So I'm just happy to be along with the ride and see the rookies grow. And that's the exciting part about being a fan. Sometimes, you get bored and it gets stale watching the same shit over and over and over again with the same players, and we ain't going anywhere, and our record's still hovering at the same amount of win-loss record. Sometimes you need that regime change, that culture change, and I'm just excited now that we got TF, we got Arthur Smith. Our cap is finally going to be fixed. We're finally going to have accountability and better coaching. I think our defense can't go nowhere but up. And I don't think you're going to see a lot of the blunders that you saw last year because Arthur Smith is not going to accept it. He's going to cut guys, he's going to bench guys, he's going to sit guys down who are fucking up. So this year is going to be more, it's going to be less of that typical Falcons blunders that we're used to seeing. You think Isaiah Oliver going to get better? Ooh. That's tough to say. Hey, who was on Smitty's live stream when Isaiah Oliver's cousin attacked me, Smitty, Joy, and who else? Goddess. Who was on that stream? Does anyone remember that? Joy, you remember that? You can vouch for this one. So we all did a live stream with Smitty Sports Machine. And Smitty asked us, who do you think is a surprise cut for the Atlanta Falcons before week 1? And Smitty said Isaiah Oliver as his surprise cut. Now, we all gave our surprise cuts and we moved on. We didn't think anything of it, right? And then the next day, we get a replies from a dude who says, and his name's Reginald. His name's Reginald Oliver. He says he's in the family of Isaiah Oliver, and he proceeds to go off on us, talking about we don't know football. None of us know football. He was being sexist, saying the girl content creators on the stream don't know nothing about football and they should stick to something else because they don't know what they're talking about. And what else did he say? He said Isaiah Oliver is going to be an All-Star this year, and a Pro Bowler this year. And I don't know what I'm talking about. And Isaiah Oliver had a great year, even on the outside. And he said he can show me more highlights of Isaiah Oliver balling, making pass deflections, interceptions, etc., versus all the times I saw him get burnt on the outside. Listen, y'all. Just listen very carefully. Big Low Country was on that stream. Big Low Country is a football coach, and he breaks down film. Smitty has been around football for a long time. He's friends with former Falcons players. He also breaks down film. Been there a long time. I've been a fan a long time, and I played football, Pee Wee through high school. I played corner. I break down film. I'm a football nerd, and all I do is watch football and break down film as well. And none of us would ever vouch for Isaiah Oliver being great on the outside. He got moved to nickel corner and was doing a lot better. And if you saw in practice, they also moved him to they played him at safety a couple times, and he made a couple plays. But no one, and I mean no one, is going to tell me Isaiah Oliver is a good corner on the outside. He's fucking trash on the outside. And I'm sorry, I'm going to call it what it is. Also, another person on Twitter, y'all remember Kobe Jones, the dude who fumbled in preseason? He made that Leon Lett embarrassing fumble. I retweeted the video from Cam Marino on Twitter, the video of him fumbling the football, and I was talking about how Arthur Smith cut his ass, and it was so bad he didn't even make the practice squad. Well, right after this, and you can go on Twitter right now, someone from Kobe Jones' family commented and said, y'all need to leave my cousin alone and stop talking about my cousin, and you guys don't know what you're talking about, and keep his name out your mouth. I don't know what it is about the family of football players, but it's like they want nothing but yes men around their family. Like they want you to live in a fantasy world where their family member is an amazing football player and he does nothing wrong. Like, I'm not in the business of lying to people or faking what I see. Like if Isaiah Oliver is playing like trash, he's playing like trash. I'm sorry. What do you want me to do? You want me to tell your cousin to play fucking better because he's playing like trash? Then that's what I need to do. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and say, yeah, he's fucking great. He's a Pro Bowler. I'm not going to lie to Kobe Jones' family and tell him, what do you want me to tell him? What do you want me to tell him? Oh, he was playing great out there? He was playing great? You're not supposed to run with the football like a fucking loaf of bread and fumble it back to the other team. That's bad football. I don't care who you are. I don't care what level you're on. So don't come to me with this whole keep my cousin's name out your mouth because I'm Kobe Jones' family member. Who the hell is Kobe Jones? Let me tell y'all something, and I don't tell a lot of people this because I don't want to tell a lot of people this, but my cousin is Terry Fair. If y'all know who he is, I'll explain to you. Terry Fair was a cornerback. He played on the Detroit Lions for like 5-6 years. Then he played on the Rams. He broke his neck, never played again. He played college on the Tennessee Volunteers with Peyton Manning a long time ago. And so my cousin made it on the NFL. I got to play with my cousin on Madden in 2006. We played together, etc. He's from Detroit as well, born and raised. But if he played bad, I would say he played bad. I'm not gonna lie or sugarcoat people just because my family member was in the NFL before. But shout out to my cousin. I haven't talked to him in a while, but we got family members coming out the woodworks trying to defend their horrible family member players. Like, what the hell is that? This is Jazzy Jeff real talk. This isn't Jazzy Jeff lie to your ass. All right? That's not my name. Darius Turner, former UW running back, Kansas City. Yeah, Terry Fair. You guys look him up. He played on the Detroit Lions. He played on the Rams back when they were the St. Louis Rams. He played for a while and he broke his neck, couldn't play again. He's my cousin. There was a whole fair family reunion I went to. We got to hang out with him, and we got to play pickup football, and he was destroying all of us. So I was like 14 back then. Nicholas Turner. Okay, that's what's up. Yeah, man. So I just don't understand that. Like just because he's your family member, you want to be a yes man. Like, call a spade a spade. Anyways, damn, it's been an hour 55 minutes. I'm gonna give y'all 5 more minutes, and then I'm gonna get off and eat food. My lady's coming back from work soon. You know how it is. I gotta feed these damn cats. Leo already looking at me crazy. So I'm gonna stay out here another 5 minutes, and I'm gonna get out of here. And I appreciate everybody joining my stream. 18 people. We had 24 people. The high. Jazzy Jeff, real talk, no gimmicks. I'm gonna be making more videos. Look out for my Falcons Eagles breakdown. I appreciate everyone supporting my channel, and I wanted to apologize or just explain why I've been MIA for so long. As you know, when I was making all those other videos before, I was still dating my girlfriend, but I was living by myself in Illinois, back in Illinois, and she was living in Milwaukee. We both wanted to live closer with each other, and we finally wanted to make that move. So now we live together. So I've been taking a long time. I had to throw out a whole bunch of old shit. So, man, I had to buy a new desk. I had to get a Wisconsin driver's license. I had to get a Wisconsin driver's plate. I had to get a Wisconsin title. I switched banks, so I had to change all my fucking banks and all my money and all my everything over to a different bank. I had to rebuy all the shit I tossed out from my old place. So it's just been a lot of turnover. When my cat Leo first moved in here, my cat and her cat have never seen each other, never met each other a day in their life. And so the moment we brought them in, we had to try to separate them with cardboard. They wanted to kill each other. So we had to take several weeks, more than a month, for them to even get along in the same room. So, there was also that. So there was a lot of things going on in my life. And I couldn't make videos, and I apologize. And I appreciate everybody who stuck with me and kept subscribing to me, even if I wasn't making videos, because not a lot of people do that. In this business, the moment I don't make a video after this live, if I don't make a video like tomorrow or the day after, people are gonna be like, "Where's that next video, Jazzy Jeff? Where's that next video, Jazzy Jeff?" Some people they'll just unsubscribe the moment you don't have a video out every fucking week. Like, I want you guys to know I also have a full-time job, a full-time career job I do every single day, 8 to 4 in my life. So I want you guys to realize that not every content creator has that. So there's a lot of content creators out there who are just sitting at home making videos all day because that is their career and they're living off of that, or they're staying at home with their family members or girlfriends or whatever, and they making videos. Like, this is like, I do this like for the love of this. I don't do this because I'm trying to make a whole bunch of money. I do this because I love the Falcons and I love Falcons Nation. So after I'm done with my real, actual, like, serious job, like the one that stresses me out, I come home and do this with y'all because I love y'all. So I wanted to appreciate y'all for coming out and sticking with me and not unsubscribing just because I had shit to do in my real life. So I appreciate y'all, and I thank y'all from the bottom of my heart. And keep supporting your boy. I want y'all to support Smitty Sports Machine. I want y'all to support Big Low Country. I want y'all to support Enjoy My World. I want you to support every Falcons content creator who gives you that real Falcons talk, because when one person eats, we all eat. And I don't hate on any Falcons content creator. I show respect where respect is given. So thanks to everybody for joining my stream. I thank everybody for liking this stream, subscribing to my channel, and keep supporting your boy, Jazzy Jeff. Real talk, no gimmicks. And I'm here for all real Falcons fans. Real talk for real Falcons fans. And I love y'all, and I ain't going anywhere. I'll be here all season. And thank y'all for supporting my stream. And I'm out this thing. Peace, y'all.